this is Jen from Windrose Fiber Studio. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I just wanted to come on and chat about an upcoming project. So I started making stitch tutorials a few weeks ago. This is the latest one. This is the hexagon stitch, and this is actually coming out next Tuesday. And the idea behind making stitch videos was really so that when I was designing, I could go and pick up all these swatches of stitch patterns, and maybe that would help me in my design, and I could figure out kind of what I want my finished product to look like. The side effect though has been every time I make a new stitch sample, I want to make something immediately out of that pattern. and that was really true with the hexagon stitch. This is it made up in a striping yarn, and honestly this is not an ideal yarn for this stitch. I think it takes away a little bit because the color is changing on the top of the circles. It's sort of taking away from that a little bit. I made it up in some solids, and I just like it a lot better in terms of really being able to see the circles coming through. Hello, I'm interrupting with a little voiceover because I was struggling to find my words. What I really wanted to share was my inspiration for this project, and that inspiration is the beautiful, colorful fabrics from India that have sewn into them little round mirrors. So I would love to create something that kind of nods to and honors this fabric that I think is just so beautiful. It's actually really loud around my studio, which is why I usually do voiceover stuff. So anyway, the idea I had was, I think I'm going to go with a handbag, and I want to kind of play off the idea of these little circles that are in the fabric being little mirrors. So I thought, well, how would I do that? And then I thought, I'll make a handbag and I'll line it with a metallic fabric. So I went out and I found this metallic fabric, and then if I lay the crochet over that, it'll kind of give me that mirrored effect. So I went to the yarn store looking for yarn for my project, and these colors really jumped out at me. To me, these are just very rich. They remind me of the colors that you see in sari panels or in sari silks, but just the colors that I associate with this sort of decorative fabric that I'm trying to emulate. So looking at this is called Rios. It's by Malabrigo, and I've always loved Malabrigo yarns. And it's a worsted weight. It's got about 210 yards or 192 meters, and it's a superwash merino. So it feels great. It's got almost a little bit of a luster to it. That merino is really shining through, and these colors are just so rich and gorgeous. So my plan is to take these colors and in this order that you're seeing here, and have the bottom of a handbag be in this beautiful wine, and then go up into this a little bit more of an avocado, and then here in that kind of mustardy yellow. And I'm going to have the little, I'm going to make it all out of this hexagon fabric, so it will have little holes going up through it, and then behind it I'm going to come in with my metallic fabric and kind of give that nod to the decorative fabric with the little mirrors. I'm going to go with, actually I did a little drawing, so maybe I will pop that in here. Let me move this off to the side, and on the other side of the screen I'll show you my little drawing. I'm going to go with like a 4-strand braided handle that just knots at the side, so something really kind of boho and casual. And then I'm going to have this be a little more narrow and tall. I'm going to incorporate these 3 colors, line it with the fabric, have a little scalloped edge at the top, and I'm really excited to try to work through this. I think the real challenge, I'm going to be designing this on the fly and filming it so I can share it. I think the challenge with this fabric is the bottom edge has a lot of chain 3, a lot of skip chain 3 spaces. So I'm going to try to build it off of a beginning foundation single crochet row. The edges, no matter how hard I try, I did a pretty good job on this one to keep the edges really straight. They're a little wonky, so I'm going to definitely need to block this fabric and really straighten out these edges. I've already kind of come up with a little scalloped top trim, which I think is going to be cute at the top of the bag. So that's my plan. My plan is to make a handbag out of the hexagon stitch in these gorgeous colors and kind of nod to decorative fabrics from India that have little round mirrors in them by lining the bag with this metallic fabric, and we'll see how it goes. So next week the pattern tutorial comes out, and the week after that hopefully this tutorial will come out. So I hope you'll come back and join me and see how this project works out for me. I'm hoping it'll be really cute.